check out the Retro Philosophy Show on YouTube with my man Retro. Like, subscribe, comment, share, copy the link, put it on Instagram in your bio, put it on your Facebook page. Send it to your mama, text it to somebody. But y'all make sure y'all follow this page, Retro Philosophy.
Yo, what's up, everybody, including Lottie Dottie? You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Retro with you on today. This is the day that the Lord has made. I shall rejoice and be glad in it. Check it out, man. I got some stuff I got to talk to you about. Number one, thank God for such a beautiful Saturday morning. Oh my goodness. I live in a brick home, and it's an old home, and it retains cool air very well. Um, so a lot of times when I get up in the mornings, it's kind of nippy and gives me the wrong impression as to what the temperature is outside. I even asked Alexa what the weather was, and what she told me doesn't even match what I felt when I came outside today. Took the dogs out to do their business, and absolutely beautiful today, man. So of course I had to hop on, Goldie here and the Gold Wing, and so I'm on my way actually down to Upper Praise Ministries. We are doing the turkey giveaway today. 275 turkeys will be given away, and so that's exciting. Uh, so we're looking forward to being a blessing to the community, both near and far. Um, so anyway, ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, everybody, including Lottie Dottie, I am grateful for another day in the land of the living, not just another day, but a beautiful day indeed. So, I want to talk to you about the Genesis ride. If you know, you know, and if you don't, let me introduce you to the Genesis ride. It goes on every year, January 1. Kingdom Alignment Motorcycle Ministry, which I have the pleasure, honor, responsibility, mandate, mission, all that stuff to serve. Wow, this Cadillac here is gorgeous. Yes, sir. That thing bad, y'all. I say about a 1969, 68. Convertible, too. I think that's Nate. But anyway, Kingdom Alignment Motorcycle Ministry, every year we do the Genesis ride, which is the first ride of the year. Rain, snow, sleet, cold, hot, it don't matter. We're going to be on them tools, and we're going to make it do what it do. So what we do, um, and if you've ridden with us in previous years, holler at me in the comment section, let me know. Um, we have had decent turnout for our Genesis rides each year. Shout out to Lowrider. Um, he was our VP, and this was his baby. He would always find the route and everything, and so we're appreciative to him for all his labor that he put into the Genesis ride. But as I said, every January 1st, we get together. We usually meet up around 9 o'clock for kickstands up, 9, 10 o'clock, and we ride usually for about an hour. Okay? We ride for and then what we do is we stop at a restaurant. Usually stop. In other words, we do the ride, and then when we get back, we hit the restaurant. And we do what we call a year. We see different highlights, different achievements, different failures, whatever the case may be. To success, you will go down Failure Boulevard, Mishap Avenue. Come on, somebody, and want to turn around street. Come on now. But you've got to keep pressing and keep pushing. And so often we always tell the good stuff, the beautiful stuff, and the things that we're proud of. But sometimes we never discuss and share the difficult moments. And I think it's necessary to share both sides and things of that nature. So we do a recap: the good, the bad, and the ugly. Um, and one might think that a motorcycle ministry just goes out and does ministry and everything's beautiful. But one would be sadly mistaken. As a motorcycle ministry, we experience all kind of highs and lows. We have to deal with difficulties, obstacles, decoys, detours. We have to deal with a lot of stuff. you know. And a lot of stuff that we deal with takes place before you even see us. In other words, the battle is fought and won right here, yeah, in your mind. And the devil will fight you. The enemy will fight you. And then sometimes he will employ someone who you once called friend. Hey, Brother Mason, ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, everybody, including Lottie Dottie, Mr. Keith pressing forward is in the building. You better ask somebody. I'm trying to tell you, Mason Young, my man, 50 grand. Yes, sir. How you doing, brother? Hope all is well with you and yours. I would imagine you're probably in that truck. Hey, Meso, Genesis ride, man. I don't know if that's on your calendar or not. We will be putting the flyer out tonight, okay? I'm not going to bed tonight until I get the flyer done. By the way, if you need any graphic needs, make sure you holler at your boy, Retro's Graphic and Designs. We get it done. Anything you see that has our name on it, yours truly has done it. From Mission 448 to Retro's Nifty 50 Classic Adventure. All the graphics that you see on my page is done by yours truly, and we are open for hire. We have done flyers for different peoples. We've done logos. We've done all kind of graphic design. So again, if that's you or you need something, you need our services, holler at me. We'll get you done, and we'll get you done right. So anyway, I will make sure that I lock myself in the office if I need to and get the flyer done for the Genesis ride. Um, that way you can go ahead and start sharing it on your platforms and things of that nature. And hopefully you will carve out some time to come ride with us. Now, let me pause for a moment, or at least let me slow down for a moment, and ask you a question. How important are your very first steps? How important are your very first moves? And others say is, how about starting your year off, your riding year off right with a group of Christian believers who love the Lord, who are prayer warriors and intercessors? I mean, it just makes sense. I had a group of friends years ago. I was in them streets once upon a time, and the Lord pulled me out, and then He pulled my wife out, or at least my girlfriend, and then we got married, and we started our journey to living happily ever after. Well, we still had friends that we knew who were still out in them streets. Come on, somebody, and so we were very strategic in our dealings with our friends once we got into the church. Unfortunately, some people are not. They just get holier than that. But anyway, uh, by God's grace and mercy, we lived a life in front of our friends where they respect the walk that we were walking and that we chose. And it got to a point where every New Year's Eve at the church we were going to at the time, we would have what we call watch night service. And so every New Year's Eve, right before midnight, you see the door start flinging open, and in come them folk. Boy, yes, sir. They wanted to start the new year off in the presence of God. They weren't claiming salvation. They weren't claiming to be Christians. They loved the Lord. They knew who the Lord was. I'm saying, right? And so they wanted to start the year off right. And and when I tell you that door got to swinging and them folks got to coming in there, I remember one year the whole back of the church was full with a bunch of hooligans. The church was full. The whole back was full with a bunch of club going, weed smoking, liquor drinking, good hearted folk, And see, sometimes they just need a constant, a consistent, and faithful example. I'm going to leave that alone. I digress. I say all that to say this, man. Sometimes you can't end right because you didn't start right. I'm just saying these folk had enough sense to say, you know what, I know I'm gonna be doing. Matter of fact, they would leave shortly after midnight. Some of them didn't even stay for the whole service. Some of them did, and and they would leave and they would go to the club and they would and they would do their thing. But they wanted the clock to strike 12:01 with them in the presence of God amongst the people of God. I thought that was admirable. I really did. And so one year there was this particular young lady, same fashion. They came in, and the spirit was moving that night, y'all. Wee, child, I'll tell you, the spirit of God was moving in that place that night. And now, again, they got a group of them in the back of the church. They wasn't coming up to the front because they wasn't like and they wasn't gonna stay long. They were just gonna stay long enough, and then they was gonna go on about their business, go to the club, like how we used to. And so this particular night, guys, she's back there, and the spirit hit that girl, woo wee, and she started shouting, and she shouted her way all the way down to the altar, and God filled her with the Holy Ghost. I kid you not, man. And so as a result, you know, more of them started coming in, and you saw a whole. I mean, to tell you, it was a beautiful thing, man. God just started pulling them in one by one, two by two, three by, and all because they decided to start it off right. Now, some people are doing things that they know ain't right, and some of those people, hey, well, it was me once upon a time, feel like they stuck like Chuck. There were some things I was doing out there in them streets, and I knew God wasn't pleased with it, and as a result, I didn't bother to try to waste God's time because I was like, man, I know what I'm doing ain't right, and I ain't ready to stop doing what I'm doing, so I ain't gonna bother God and waste His time and go up in there being no hypocrite. But God's got a way. When I tell you God's got a way, He's got a way, folks. And so anyway, I'll share more of that testimony at a later time if necessary. But I brung that up to say, start your year off right. Start your writing year off right because you don't know what seed will be planted and how it may sprout and how it may blossom in 2026 for you. Okay, so I know you've done plenty of rides, and some of y'all say, "Well, I don't do the group rides. This ain't a group ride. This is a kingdom ride." Yeah, this is a kingdom ride. This is a whole different thing. As a matter of fact, I've seen the way some of y'all ride, and I've seen some of the places y'all ride to. You need to be with the people of God for a little bit. Come on here, somebody. You need to be covered by the blood of Jesus Christ. You need to be in the midst of some prayer warriors to pray some things off for you and shield you from some other things. Don't make me preach on this motorcycle because I will. But seriously speaking, and I'm serious. I might be, acting a fool, but I'm dead serious. So I want to invite you to come ride with us January 1st. As I said, I will get the flyer out tonight. So Sunday morning, you'll be looking at the flyer. More than likely, we're going to probably do kickstands up from the Alignment Center in Mooresville, which is, our church, Upper Praise Ministries, aka the Alignment Center. And we'll probably make that the kickstands up location. That's what we did last year, and I believe the year before. We did have a group out of Charlotte, a few folks out of Charlotte, so we had two meetup locations. Um, but today is the day, ladies and gentlemen, that I solidified that the route for the Genesis ride. So we're going to take some time after the turkey run to go and ride a couple routes that I kind of had in mind. Was kind of checking out. I really, really want to just mess with y'all and do a nice big ride. Uh, but I don't think y'all ready for that. So I don't want to worry your patience, and so we're gonna do that one probably later on in the year as the warmer weather begins to reapproach, if you will. But that's gonna be a great ride. I was gonna do it the other day, and a couple of guys was like, "Ooh, let's that far." Look at it, man. You gotta get on that scooter and ride, man. Make it do what it do. Um, so so it'll be great to see you and anybody else that's watching to have you. If you're coming from a distance, let me know in advance, and we can see about hotel arrangements if you need those. But back to the point that I was making, we will be. I'm gonna find the route tonight and let you guys know where the kickstands up location will be. As I said, more than likely it's gonna be right there in Mooresville. But let's just say, well, it'll be in Mooresville. It is what it is, right there at the church. We'll take off from the church. And then there's a restaurant that we will be dining at as well. Um, Last year we used that location, and the owner is a biker. I know the guy personally, and they were very accommodating, and food was good, facilities was good. So more than likely we'll use them again this year, and very well may make that our you know, staple location, if you will. But nevertheless, bring your new year in the presence of God. Now I know there's gonna be a lot of folk doing the first ride. You know, they have different names for it, um, and some of them are gonna be way larger than our group. You can bet that. You know, but sometimes you need to break away from the crowd. So anyway, let me get back. We will do a recap. We'll talk about some highlights of 2025, ups and downs included, and then we will acknowledge our guests, of course, um, and and then we do what I call cast vision. I will share with those in attendance what the Lord has laid on my heart, spiritually and otherwise, for the team, for our region, for the ministry, etc. Okay. Now, this is nothing to be taken lightly. Um, I don't just stand up there and just spit out a bunch of nonsense. If you know me, you know me. I'm not a nonsense kind of person. Um, but when I talk about casting vision, I'm sharing what the Lord has laid on my heart um, for Kingdom Alignment Motorcycle Ministry and those who are involved. So, yes, it's a prophetic word. So, if you would like to be a part, we welcome you. You are more than welcome to show up. Um, and Genesis, the beginning. Okay, this is the beginning of. It will be the beginning of our 2026, the first ride of 2026, and so yeah, in the beginning, God. Yeah, in the beginning, God. If you have a problem with the fourth word of that verse, stop reading the Bible. Yeah, I know a lot of folks say, well, if you it was nothing and this and that and how in the beginning God. And so, God is a big part of our life, hence the motorcycle ministry. And and I need him, y'all. I need him every second, every minute, every hour, every day of every week, of every month, of every year. And I found out that my God's all right. Yeah, he's all right. So I just wanted to hop on and say what's up to everybody, let you know about the Genesis ride. We got so much stuff going on. We've got the Retro's Nifty 50 Classic Adventure. That's going down in August of 2026, where I will hop on my 1975 Gold Wing and ride it up to Maryland, where Route 50 begins. And I will continue on Route 50 till I reach California, Sacramento, California. I'll be 50 years old next month. And so in 2026, a 50-year-old man, good-looking man, by the way, will hop on a 50-year-old motorcycle and ride up to Route 50 and ride it end to end. How about that, y'all? That's going to be pretty fun. It's going to be a classic ride to remember. It's going to be the ride. It's going to be a ride of a lifetime. I'm looking forward. We've got our catchphrase, collecting miles and smiles. Um, Man, I'm looking forward to the miles, the smiles, the memories, the people we meet along the way, the experience. There's just so much that I'm looking forward to, and I am a pretty spontaneous guy, and so I don't do a whole lot of vigorous planning. I mean, you got to plan. I plan. I guess you might say I plan loosely or whatever. I gotta have a plan. I kind of throw it up in the air and just wherever it falls. We good. We work with it. Well, this is not really that. Um, there is a method to the madness. We will be riding for some level of awareness, motorcycle safety being one. Um, so you'll be seeing me partnering with some different people as we, get ready for this ride, leading up to the ride. 50 is the new 20. Come on here now. I like that one. 50 is the new 20. Natalie James in the building. I knew I could count on you, sister girl. But yes, yes, yes. We will be partnering with some different people. If you are a business or you have a brand or whatever, and you want to partner with us, leading up to this ride and on this ride, reach out to me. Let me know. I'm not talking about a whole bunch of money. Talk about, excuse me. I'm talking about partnership. Don't let money steer you from partnership. See, not all partnerships are about money. You know, we make everything about money, money, money. This ride is not about that, but we will be partnering with some different people, and some of these partners that you'll be seeing coming on board, all of them won't be about money. Some of them wouldn't have donated money. Some of them donate other things, their time, their prayers, their different things of that nature. You can partner with people in so many more ways than just your little bitty dollar. Uh, Money is the lowest form of currency. I'm gonna say that one more time for those in the back. Money is the lowest form of currency. So y'all remember that, okay? So again, you might say, well, Retro, I kind of sound kind of cool and everything. You don't have to have money to partner with me. If you want to partner with me, reach out to me and we can work it out. We can talk about it from there, okay? Um, so we've already got a few people on board, and so the launch is going to be sometime in August. We initially said September. Some of the other participants was like, hey, Retro, you think we can, push it back, or I should say, speed it up? And because of calendars and weather and things of that nature, so it all made good sense. And so we said, yeah. So currently, right now, we're looking at August of 2026, and so we'll keep you abreast as things become more clear and more definite. But I am looking for partners. Partner with me as we get ready to do this ride. And again, one more time, it's not all about the money, okay? It's not all about money. Route 50 starts in Ocean City, Maryland, and continues for over 3,000 miles one way um, until it reaches Sacramento, California. Now, when I do the ride, when I complete the ride, then we got to look at the return home. So I'm already looking at a couple routes that I may include on my return ride home. Mission 448 is a thing, okay, and Retro's Nifty 50 Classic Adventure is on the Mission 448 um, resume, if you will, or lineup. So even after I complete this ride, you're more than welcome to do it on your own time and your own way. There is a patch and all that stuff, certificate of completion, just like we do with the four corners. And so again, make sure you check out Mission 448, man. It's a movement, man. It's a thing. It's a thing. Get on board, man, and rock with us. Okay. We have the four corners available for each of the lower 48 states. And if you register and ride the ride, you'll get a patch, very similar to this one here, a letter, a certificate of completion, an official rider number, and you will be part of the Mission 448 family. We have at least three or four rides that we're going to unveil in 2026. So make sure you stay tuned. Again, Mission 440 is a thing, and we will continue pressing forward, as my good friend Meso often encourages us to do. Keep pressing forward. You do not need the crowd. The crowd will get on board eventually, but you don't need the crowd to get started. You don't need everybody to do what God is calling you to do. You just need to write somebody. That's it. As long as you got to write somebody, you Gucci, bro. You good, fam. You in there like swimwear. Make it do what it do. And by God's grace, that's what we're going to continue to do. We're going to continue to make it do what it do. Um, the triple nickel. We have a really nice patch for that. Um, and so the triple nickel is a really great ride up there in Ohio. If you have already rolled the triple nickel and you would like the patch, You can contact me. I will upload that as well to the Mission 448 um, page, so that way you could order your triple nickel patch Route 555. There'll be a lot of beautiful routes that we're going to be incorporating. So like I said, just stay tuned. But if you have ridden Ohio's triple nickel, um, matter of fact, when I get home tonight, I'll do a post about it, so that way you guys can see the patch and place your order if you desire. Let's see here. There's another. I think there was a few other things that we're going to be doing for Mission 448. Um, that will, in other words, if you've already done it and you just want the patch, you can you can order it and get it. Guys, I pulled up here at Upper Praise Ministries where we're doing the turkey giveaway today. I've got to get the building open, get the trailer opened, and we're gonna make this thing do what it do. If you're in the Mooresville area and you'd like to come by and help us out, um, or just hang out, you don't even got to help. If you just want to stop by and hang out for a little bit, come on by and do so, man. We'd love to have you here at Upper Praise Ministries. We usually have our, well, not usually, we have our Sunday morning services every Sunday at 11, um, at 11 a.m. here at Upper Praise, and you're welcome to come by and be a part as well. So, with that said and done, I'm gonna go in here and get me some agua, something to drink, because I'm feeling a little bit dehydrated. I haven't been drinking enough water, but neither here nor there. And then I'm gonna get started on this work that needs to be done. And Mission 448, remember, it is a thing. Genesis Ride is going down January 1, and we're going to kick stands up right here from Upper Praise Ministries. And so make sure you guys stay tuned, okay? I'm out of here. Love you.